In this life, as a human being, try your possible best not to allow anybody take your life. Try your utmost best not to allow anybody unalive you before Baba God says it is time for you to come back home. Because tell me why I saw a video of Timileyin Ajayi who unalived Salome Adaidu praying in court, praying, speaking in tongues, blah, 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 blah. Somebody that allegedly killed an innocent girl. He was praying in court. Please tell me, God has gained a soul, but Salome Adaidu is gone. I don't even think she has a chance to even confess her sins so that God will forgive her when she gets to heaven. Guys, let's dive into the story. Hello everybody, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as Start Mom of 5 and also known as CMO5 Kandoko. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. So just a quick summary for those of you who do not know anything about this story. So Timileyin Ajayi was caught sometimes last year she was caught with a body part of a female whom as at then we do not know. So upon being caught, they traced him back. They found other stuff, other evidences of this body in his house, only for that body to turn out to be that of Salome Adaidu. So Salome Adaidu is a 28-year-old graduate who up until her death was a member of the NYSC serving in Nasarawa State. So according to Timileyin Ajayi claimed that Salome Adaidu was his girlfriend. Cheating on him allegedly, which was the reason why he unalived her. In fact, a few people who knew Timileyin Ajayi have actually mentioned that they've seen Salome Adaidu a few times or more, on multiple occasions with Timileyin Ajayi in that area. So seeing Timileyin Ajayi multiple times in that area, does it mean that they were actually in a romantic relationship? That's for you to answer, and hopefully the court will let us know. Also, Salome Adaidu's family were like, know what, there's no way Salome Adaidu has anything to do with Timileyin Ajayi, that they know each other's friend. Like Salome's sister said, as their families, they are close in that they know the friends they move with, they all know each other's friend. That Salome has never mentioned anything about Timileyin Ajayi before. In fact, Salome Adaidu's mother said Salome was planning on getting married, and the guy who was meant to be getting married to Salome Adaidu, there was a voice interview which you can find on my channel where I uploaded, where he discussed their plans, and no, he never had any reason to check Salome Adaidu. So from that interview, he alleged that Salome was actually in a serious relationship, so it was not possible for her to be dating Timileyin Ajayi. So in that instance, we don't really know the truth in between there. Timileyin Ajayi claimed that Salome Adaidu was his girlfriend, and it was because she was cheating on him. That was why he did what he did. However, Salome's family and her husband to be, the guy she was dating, were like, no, there was somebody like Timileyin Ajayi that they know each other's friends. So Timileyin Ajayi was caught with body parts of Salome Adaidu, and it was in court several. It was in court a few times this year, and it was also in court recently. In fact, let me find that post. So it says here that I don't know why. So news channels are still reporting him as a gospel singer, and guys, don't come for me. I am not the one who called him gospel singer. News channel called him gospel singer, so that's what I'm going to stick to. Okay, so it says that a suspected killer of NYC member spotted praying in court. That's why I said earlier in the intro there that Salome Adaidu is gone. That was why I said that in this life, whatever you do not allow anybody to buy you. Do not allow anybody to unalive you. Yes, God will be happy in heaven that, oh, this person has gained, now know God. Before he committed that offense, he knows how big God. And like I said, he is still being referred to as a gospel singer, so he knew who God was. Now he's now in court, he's praying, speaking in tongues, and now Salome Adaidu is gone. And this also reminds me of that Nigerian Nollywood actor or a director who is called Evans. I'm going to put his picture here. So it was kidnapping people, causing mayhem to families, collecting ransom. They arrested him, jailed him. So in the pace of the year or 2 years that he's been in prison, he's gone to school, he now teaches, and now because he has now gone to school and he now teaches people in prison, his lawyers are clamoring for him to be released. Like, released for what? Yes, you can turn to a father, you can turn to an imam, you can turn to whatever in prison, but remain in prison and serve your time. Just because you are now a changed character does not mean that your crime will be rubbed off, that you will now be allowed back on the street. Because when you were committing those crimes, say God did, but you did not think to involve God in your life, but you still went on to cause mayhem to people's families. So because you are now a teacher, because you went to school, now your lawyers are asking for you to be released. No, you have to stay in prison. Anyway, I digress. Let's go to the news anyway. So Gospel singer, so I'm reading this from Linda Ikeji, okay? Gospel singer Timileyin Ajayi arrested for unaliving his alleged girlfriend. 24-year-old Salome Adaidu was spotted in court this morning praying to God. He was in court today for the continuation of his trial over the tragic demise of Salome. Timileyin was apprehended on the 12th of January over the unaliving of Salome, who was a serving member of the NYSC, serving at Nikon Insurance in the nation's capital, Abuja. She was unalived when she visited the suspect at his house in the Papalana axis at New Kashi in Karu, local government area of Nasarawa State. He was nabbed while trying to dispose of her body, which he had, put in several sections. And you know what? When I heard our sister talking about how the states they found Salome's body at Brekete Court or Brekete family, I was in tears. I could not contain my emotions. Like, how can a human being do that? Like, as if now a bush market, a meat market day, the way he, I don't want to say because so when he was interrogated, he said he has no remorse for his actions. He claimed she was always cheating on him. So that was what Timileyin Ajayi did. Guys, watch the video of him praying in court. So you guys saw him praying in court. So when you were doing the thing, when you were committing the crime you committed against Salome, you knew there was God. You knew God did, but you still went ahead to do what you committed against this lady. What is there if you tell her that, okay, we know they do again, go your way, I go my way, but you decided to take her life? A young lady who just started her life. Like I said, her family was like, no, Salome has a serious partner that she was dating, that she was to get married to, that they knew each other's friends. She has never ever mentioned anything about Timileyin Ajayi to them again. So with the main reason why I'm actually here was the fact that it's just kind of like sight warning to everybody out there. Like, in all you do, don't let your life go through somebody's hand, because that person will know God at some point in their life, because obviously, yes, they've committed an offense that they know they were born in hell for. But with that being said, this Timileyin Ajayi claimed that he did not remember what he did, that he had no recollection of what he did, but he was able to tell why he did what he did. That it was because Salome was allegedly cheating on him all the time. That was why he did what he. But he claimed he had no recollection of what happened. Right? See, if this guy if they don't yegifun Timileyin, justice is no longer in existence in Nigeria. So like I said, it was in court and his case has been moved again. So it says that the High Court sitting in Lafia, the capital of Nasarawa State, has fixed the 26th of June 2025 to deliver its judgment on the ongoing trial of Timileyin Ajayi, who was allegedly responsible for the unaliving of Salome Adaidu. The presiding judge, Simeon Aboki, disclosed this at the court after the prosecuting and defense counsels adopted their written addresses. The defense counsels, who filed their written addresses on the 6th of May 2025, sought two reliefs and urged the court to discharge and acquit the defendants. But the prosecution counsels, who filed a 27-page final written address on the 15th of May 2025, urged the court to sentence Timileyin Ajayi to mandatory punishment in line with Section 221 of the Penal Code of Northern Nigeria. So this was what was reported. Anyway, guys, I just thought I would come here and say, you know what? For justice to reign, if you take somebody's life, same should be done to you. Because under the circumstances of Timileyin Ajayi and Salome Adaidu, this lady committed no offense whatsoever for her to meet such end. And like I said, I'm going to keep saying it again, women are endangered species, in as much as some people, especially some men, do not think that we are. Even there are some women who do not think that women are endangered species, but I am telling you that women are endangered species that should be protected, because it's only women that will go into marriage and some man will use a a bat that you're using to play, to to like, why do that? I saw that video on Harrison's page, and I'm super glad that that man has been arrested. I'm going to bring that story here, so we're probably going to do it on a live stream so that people can come in and hear their views. Because how can you go from loving a woman you called your wife, who gave you multiple children, only for you to now start treating her the way that was shared in that video I saw on social media? How? What happened to the love? What happened to the aya typing luaya, the chest that you are using to knock each other? What happened for you to now carry such and treat her that way? You know what, guys, I know I digress, but what I'm trying to say in essence is that women, be very, very careful. In fact, even as a man, be very, very careful, because if you take somebody's life and you think that, yeah, God is going to forgive you, you are still going to get punished. But at the same time, that person that their life is no more, they are gone. They do not have the chance to ask God to forgive them, whatever it is they have committed in their own life as well. But you now, you've quite somebody, that person will die, you won't finish you. Person will still there alive, can still make restitution, which is what this Timileyin Ajayi is doing. And I want to believe that God is not a just God. Yes, you have committed that offense before, He will forgive you, but I want to, something in my mind still believe that God is still going to ask you for that sin you committed. Anyway, stay alive. Do not allow anybody in this life take your life before Baba God says it's time for you to come home. With that being said, guys, leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. As always, if you've watched this video and if you are following this story, let me know your thoughts and opinion. Do you think Salome Adaidu will get justice? And do you think that Timileyin Ajayi will get Dagba, or they will say go and meet Baba God, or just like his counsel is saying that they should leave him and stuff like that? Let me know what you think, as always. And with that being said, if you've watched this video till now, you've not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on your post notifications, share this video. Do not hesitate to join my membership, and I'll have to catch up with you in another video. All right, bye for now. Bye.
In my veins, I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearrange